I'm gonna put this on the
What is going
you know
on YouTube? And welcome back to my channel, JoJo Speaks. Thank you all so much for joining Dustin and myself for this being our review for 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. This is season 8 and episode 10. Dustin, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Just glad to be back after being gone for a week, as we had the Super Bowl last week, so we didn't have no show. That's my mistake. I thought we had a show last week, but that's okay.
It's all right. Yeah, we are all here. We are all here. It was so nice to have the week off last week. But yeah, we're right back at it. Well, let's get to the comments first off, and then I'll get to some announcements. Dustin, of course, was the first one in to say hi. And then Auntie Robin is in the building. Auntie Robin says, "Hey y'all. Hey Auntie Robin, love that you are here. So glad that you are here with us to get through this review. So a couple things I want y'all to do before we get started. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Press that big white or red. I'm not sure exactly what color it is
It's
now.
white. It's
Yeah,
white.
it's white when
White.
I look at it, but
It's
some creators
white and black. White and black color.
right. Some creators are still saying red. So yeah, it's white though. It's white. Thank you so much
That's
for that,
okay.
Dustin. Press that big
Yeah.
white subscribe button. It is free and easy to do. Takes less than a second to match that thing. So go ahead and match it for a brother. Be sure to leave a thumbs up for this video. Let me know you're enjoying the content that I'm putting out on my channel. Be sure to leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on the various couples we're discussing on tonight's review. Also, be sure to press the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. And last but not least, be sure to share JoJo Speaks with all your family, friends, and loved ones. Let everybody know JoJo Speaks is out here in these YouTube streets. A couple of announcements before we get into the review. I will be releasing tomorrow my reviews for
Mhm.
Married to Medicine, as well as The Real Housewives of Potomac Reunion Part 1, as well as RuPaul's Drag Race tomorrow. So be on the lookout for those reviews coming out tomorrow. Be sure to like those videos as well as comment on those videos for me, if you will. So
Mhm.
this was a quite mild episode, as I was discussing with Dustin before we went live a little bit ago. So I'm not exactly sure how long this review is going to be, but we're just going to speak on the couples that were featured on this particular episode, and we're going to start off with Jovan and Anna Lynn. So Jovan and Anna Lynn, their honeymoon has come to an end, and they're going to Anna Lynn's house. Anna Lynn has this 2-story house. Jovan was surprised that she was staying in such a big space. Anna Lynn is also neighbors with her mother. I think that's really sweet. I love that. And I also love the fact that when Anna Lynn's mother came in to greet Jovan, she was so happy to see him. Anna Lynn pointed out the fact that she was so affectionate towards Jovan, like a true son in law. I love to see that. And I would
Mhm.
also love to see a little bit of a sweeter side of Anna Lynn, much like her mother, because her mother seems to be a very sweet woman, a very even-keeled woman, whereas Anna Lynn is really feisty and, was constantly pointing out the issues that she has with Jovan. I saw with the previously on at the beginning of the episode where she was making fun of him for walking around like he was constipated, and she's always pointing out Jovan's flaws. And when Jovan, kind of turns the tables on her, she's like, "Well, you're focusing on the negative so much. Why are you being so negative? And you should be asking yourself the same question, Anna Lynn. Why are you being so negative? Anna Lynn is negative about everything that
Mhm.
Jovan does, and it's very interesting." And Auntie Robin says, Jovan is a trick. She said a trick. You think Jovan is a trick? Please go into more explanation of that, Auntie Robin, because Jovan is honestly, I was saying that Rick was my favorite male on the show, but actually it's Jovan. I really, really like Jovan. I love his spirit. I love how he presents himself on camera. I really do like Jovan a lot. So if you could go into further detail as to what do you mean by Jovan is a trick, Auntie Robin, because I don't want to have to go blow to blow with your girl, because I'm not saying Jovan is my man, but I really do like Jovan a lot. Excuse me. Auntie Robin says down there in the comments, mom uh, was very handsy, don't you think? Yeah, she was quite handsy with Jovan when he met her, and like I said, Anna Lynn pointed that out as well. How much her mother was, affectionate towards him. It was really interesting for me to see. And then Auntie Robin also says down in the comments, he's a nice guy, but he is being taken to the queen. to the clean nerve. He is a trick. Oh well, if you since you put it that way, Auntie Robin, I will agree with you. Anna Lynn, I am fully convinced that Anna Lynn is just using him for the extra money that she's getting from him on a monthly basis. And to me, there's nothing sadder than that. One more comment from Auntie Robin, and then I'm going to get your take on this. Comments. Let me put it up. There we go. Auntie Robin also says, um, I like a lot as well. We got to get him right. We got to get him away from that lady. We do. Anna Lynn is not the woman for you, Javon. Appreciate you for what you bring to the relationship, and acknowledge all of the things that you do for her. Since Anna Lynn refuses to do that for Javon, and it is uh, really sad, at least for me to see. So, Dustin, what were your thoughts on Anna Lynn and Javon finally getting to Anna Lynn's house? Javon stating that he really feels like he's being taken advantage of by what he's doing for Anna Lynn, and the fact that she does not show appreciation for that. So, what are your thoughts on and also on Anna Lynn's mother being a little bit handsy, as Auntie Robin pointed out? Were you surprised by that at all?
I was surprised about her being as hands on as she was. But as you know, I don't like online. I don't like online at all. I don't think I.
Hey, Dustin, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? I don't.
Okay, go ahead, Dustin. Yeah, I can hear you just
Yeah,
fine. Go ahead, Dustin. I'm sorry. There was a little
I
bit of a delay there for a second.
that's okay. I don't like online. I don't. I don't like her. To be honest with you, I gave you the reason why last week, but I'll say it again. I don't like the way that she treats Javon. I don't like the way that he's been treated this whole entire season, and I don't think that it's going to change. This is that episode 10 in, and we're on episode 10. I don't think it's going to change. I think that we're going to continue to see her treat uh, Javon pretty disrespectful this season, and I think that he's getting took advantage of. I agree with how he feels, but I don't think that. I think that he deserves better. I don't think that nobody deserves to be treated like that by somebody like that. Especially if you're gonna get married to somebody like that. No, thank you. I would be able to live my life like that. No thanks.
Right. Yeah, I agree with everything you just said, Dustin. Javon does deserve better suited for him. Auntie Robin also says down here in the comments, $600 a month. That is a lot of dough. He is living, creeping, and surviving. And she is whopping it up and thriving. Yes, that is very obvious that we saw here on this particular episode. So, you know, I don't know what type of problem sit out with Anna Lynn and try to make this relationship and marriage work.
Mm.
That is
I don't think it's
saddening
gonna
to me
work.
because
That's
though Javon might feel as though he's not worthy of someone who's appreciative of him, or I don't know what allowing Jovan to continue to put up with Anna Lynn's antics. I don't know what it is that's keeping him there. I just want better for him. I just truly do want better for him. So let's move on to Stig and Aviva. So Stig and Aviva didn't really have much to do this episode, besides the fact that they were kind of discussing the fact that Stig found it a little bit disrespectful that Aviva was sort of kind of texting um, throughout the majority of his performance. I think she wasn't texting during the first song, but thereafter she was on the phone the entire time after that first song was over. And so she didn't think much of it. But Aviva is going to have her aunt meet up with them, and Auntie Robin says down here in the comments, "Where is Jovan from?" I'm sure that they mentioned it in the first episode, Auntie Robin, but I honestly don't know where he is from. right off the top of my head.
I have
I'm
no
honestly not
clue.
to assume that he might be from the South, even though he doesn't have a Southern accent. But yeah, I'm not completely sure. Dustin, do you know where Javon is from? Because I can't remember myself.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either. Yeah, so we'll probably have to look back at the first episode, Auntie Robin, but I'm not necessarily sure exactly where Javon is from. And Auntie Rob says down here in the comments, and the comments should be popping up soon. Um,
Mhm.
Stig seems like he got it together when he said he may need to slow down. Absolutely, they did discuss the fact that they maybe need to start having protection when they're having sexual intercourse. Down a little bit. I did appreciate the fact that he pointed that out as well, Auntie Robin. Stig seems to be quite mature for the type of job that he's in, and the fact that he's just still in his, I think he's still in his early 30s, if I'm not mistaken. And
Yeah.
then Auntie Robin also says down in the comments, I fell asleep and missed the last half hour. By the way, oh okay, all right, no problem, Auntie Robin. We'll be able to catch you up on everything that happened during the show. And so I was once again, I was happy that Stig said that her that him and Aviva need to slow down a little bit. I'm not sure if she's going to end up being pregnant, but Aviva really does seem as though she's trying to run this train along and get this process started of her and Stig actually getting married and having children. That seems to be something that Aviva really wants to do, and I don't know what's behind that decision that she wants to make, but I think it's clear that Aviva does want to have a child by Stig. But it doesn't seem like she doesn't want to have a child by Stig, but it doesn't seem like she doesn't want to have a child by Stig. So it's really interesting their dynamic. But they meet up with Aviva's aunt, and Aviva wants to have a personal a separate conversation with Stig away from Aviva, and she shows Stig a picture, or either a picture or it might be a video or of some sort. And apparently, Aviva's aunt being faithful to Aviva. I'm not sure if this is going to draw a wedge between Aviva and Stig. I'm rooting for Stig. I'm not exactly sure how I really feel about Aviva just yet. I'm still on the fence on Aviva. I don't think that she's a bad woman. I don't think she's a bad person, but I still haven't gotten a real sense of who she is as a person just yet. So I really can't call it as far as Aviva is concerned. But I do like Stig, and I do enjoy seeing him on the TV. And also, once again, the fact that he suggested that he and Aviva slow down a little bit. I don't know exactly how Aviva took that. It didn't seem like she took it well or took it negatively either.
Mhm.
So I really, like I said, I really can't get a real handle on who Aviva is and what her intentions are with Stig. Dustin, what are your thoughts on Stig's suggestion that he and Aviva slow down a little bit? And what do you think is going to come
Yeah.
up of this apparent evidence that Aviva's aunt has on Stig possibly not being faithful to Aviva?
I think it's going to run a wedge towards the relationship. And honestly, I think that Stig don't want kids, and I don't. That's how I feel. I don't think that he wants kids right now. I'm not saying uh, permanently, but I don't think he wants kids right now, and I think she does. So as I always said before, and I think that's gonna run a wedge because she wants kids, and I feel like he don't want kids right now. Hmm. Yeah, I think that's what I feel like right now. Hmm.
Yeah, it seems that way. It seems that you think that he would have that type of mindset before they actually get into having unprotected sex. But I mean, I'm glad that hindsight is 2020. So I'm glad that he's at least come to the conclusion now that he wants to just slow things down a little bit, and try to get to know one another. Auntie Robin
Yeah.
also says down here, Aviva seems sweet. However, it doesn't appear that she is. It doesn't appear that she is. I get no sense that she knows he has an idea. Yeah, I really can't get a handle on her either. Auntie Robin. So it's really all up in the air right now. But we'll see what happens with them on future episodes. But she doesn't seem like a bad person necessarily, so that's why I can't say that I think negatively of her just yet. But who knows? Maybe she'll do something good. Maybe she'll do something good with her idea of who she is. Really as a person and as a person relationship. So we'll see what happens on the upcoming episodes. And
Mhm.
we got another comment here from Auntie Robin. Let me read that for us, and then we will move forward. Let's see what Auntie Robin said down here. Auntie Robin also says, not very mature. Yeah, she doesn't seem to be that mature to me either, Auntie Robin. But she doesn't seem necessarily to be more, to be honest. Well, I guess it was a little bit immature for her to be texting while Stig was performing. But yeah, we'll see what happens on future episodes when it comes to Stig and Aviva. So let's move
Mhm.
on to Beer Khan and Laura. So much like a lot of the other couples, they really didn't have much doing during this episode. Uh, so just to get your opinion, Dustin, Beer Khan was able to take her on a trip. He got her on a boat, and they were having a lot of fun. And she was like, "How was he able to afford all of this?" And he said, "Gambling. He said, "Just deal with it. Just deal with it." Like, I feel like Laura is sort of kind of in a fantasy with Beer Khan, although she is addressing the issues that she sees. However, she's still at the same time just going along for the ride. So, Dustin, what are your thoughts on Beer Khan
Mhm.
and Laura, and how do you think that their relationship is going to pan out throughout the rest of the season?
It's not gonna pan out. She ain't gonna put up with it, and I don't plan. I don't blame her because I wouldn't put up with it either. I wouldn't be with somebody that has a. I wouldn't be with somebody that just can constantly gamble, gamble, gamble. I understand that. I understand that it's an addiction and all of that. I hope he gets help because he needs it. But honestly, I don't think I could be able to handle that myself, and I don't expect her to be able to handle it either, because he's in so much debt because of it, and he don't want to realize it.
Right, exactly. Auntie Robin has a comment down here saying that Laura, I just decided to ignore every red flag. The fact that she didn't freak out, right, over the palace, over the place that give me pause. Yeah, it's very interesting that Laura sees the red flags, but she decides to sort of kind of ignore them, although she does address red flags, and I appreciate her for doing that. But
He's gonna gamble. He's gonna gamble all of her money away. Hmm. He ain't.
absolutely, if she's a
He don't. He's not.
if she
He ain't gonna care. She ain't gonna
Laura,
care because
Auntie Robin,
he don't. Mhm.
uh,
Sorry, Johnny. Go ahead.
it's okay. I'm sorry. We were just overlapping a little bit. It's okay. Auntie Robin also says Laura is whipped. Yes, she is. And that's why I sort of kind of said that it seems like she's in a fantasy when it comes to Beer Khan. Although
Mhm.
she does see the red flags. It seems like she's going to not let those types of red flags determine whether she's going to stay with him or not. Lady Virgo's in the building. Says, "Hey everyone,
Hello,
hello,
Burger.
Lady Virgo." So glad that you decided to join us tonight. Love seeing you in the comments always. Love you, girl. So yeah, I don't know if Laura's actually going to make a decision whether she's going to leave him or not. And I don't believe if the gambling is not a big enough issue for her to leave Beer Khan, then I don't think she's going to leave him at all. I think she's just going to stick around. Lady Virgo says to Auntie Robin, "Hey Robin,
Uh-huh.
how are you feeling today now?" So yeah, love to see that camaraderie in the comments, you guys. So yeah, we'll see what happens with Bear Con and Laura later on down the line. Um, I just feel like Laura's just going to not allow Bear Con's faults uh, to contribute to her making the decision as to whether she's going to leave him or not. And once again, with her not leaving him, after being told about his gambling addiction or alleged gambling addiction, I can't say whether it's an addiction or not, but he does it all the time. But if
Mhm.
that didn't cause her to press the pause button on their relationship, I don't think anything will, to be honest.
Uh,
Let's move on to Forrest and Sheena. So Forrest, he's he's talking to his mom, and she says, "Well, how are you feeling now? And what are your thoughts on the fact that that Sheena's lies have been brought to the surface?" And Forrest's answer is practically, "I want to propose to her." He wants to propose to Sheena. He wants
Too
to move
quick.
forward. And go ahead,
Too quick.
Dustin.
Too quick for me. He's going way too fast for me, and that ain't gonna work out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's kind of shaky right now. Lady Virgo says, I'm sorry, Auntie Robin says, "Fantastic, Lady Virgo." And then Lady Virgo says down here in the comments to JoJo Speaks and Dustin Butler, "Hey, hey, my
Hey, hello,
apologies.
Virgo.
I had thought you guys wasn't going live today. It's okay, Lady Virgo, you're here now, and that is all that matters. So we're so glad that you are here with us, my love. And then Auntie Robin here has two more comments to get to. Let's get to those comments here really quickly, and then we'll move on with Sheena and Forrest. And so
Mhm.
Auntie Robin says down here in the comments, I'm using the she says, "I'm using the microphone function to into my comments, so I don't know what it looks like. So I can't sleep for nothing. That's okay, Auntie Robin. It is totally fine." And then Auntie Robin has another comment down here, and then we'll move on. Auntie Robin also says, "I just noticed I really pretty um I really pretty Sheena is yesterday. Sheila is yesterday. I don't know if that was a mistake by the comment, but it's okay, Auntie Robin. So yeah, and then Sheena has a conversation with her father,
Mhm.
and Sheena sort of kind of reveals to her father that she's not going to stop giving him money, and Sheena is worried about how Forrest and his parents are going to take the news when she tells Forrest and her parents that, Forrest and his parents rather, that he actually that he actually that she's actually not going to stop giving her parents money. So Dustin, what are your thoughts on the fact that Forrest? I know you said that it's too fast that Forrest wants to propose to her.
Mhm.
But what are your thoughts on the fact that Sheena is deciding to not stop giving her parents money? Do you think that's going to draw a wedge between her and Forrest as well?
Yeah, I think it might be broken up. Mhm.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I really loved Sheena in the beginning.
I did too.
However, yeah, you do too, Dustin. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
however, excuse me, the last couple of episodes, she's been going down on my list as far as my favorites on the show are concerned. And I just want to get a handle on the reason why she felt as though she had to lie about giving her parents money and the alleged threats that they were giving to her if she wasn't going to give them that money. So I didn't like that whatsoever. Hopefully, she'll get better as the episodes go on. But I'm not going to be expecting that to happen. So
Well,
we'll see what
let me say, my hopes ain't very high. My hopes ain't very high for that. Honestly, I think it might get worse between season gets over with.
and that's not an uncommon thing for to happen on 90 Day Fiance, that things get worse. So I don't want to have too many high hopes because I don't want to get let down. So we'll
Right.
see what happens with Sheena and Forrest on future episodes. Let's get
Mhm.
to Daniel and Lisa. So Daniel and Lisa have this whole thing about Lisa saying that Daniel was in and was conversing with another white American woman. She made sure to say that it was a white woman. I don't know why that was so important, but she confronts him on that by the poolside. Daniel says that he doesn't know the woman. Lisa shows him a picture of the woman. Lisa said that she had screenshots of DMs that she received on Instagram from this other woman that Daniel was allegedly in conversations with. Daniel says, once again, I don't know her. I'm not sure who she is. He says, "Show me the proof, show me the evidence." And Lisa doesn't have the evidence. Lisa doesn't have the screenshots. I don't know why she would have deleted the screenshots, but she said that she deleted them because she
She
wanted to
said
believe
she
that Daniel.
she said she
Go.
got a different. She said she got a different phone, and they didn't transfer over to her new phone.
Oh, okay. All right.
But
Yeah.
I
Thank
don't.
you so much.
But I don't believe her. I don't believe her. I think she. I think that. I think she got rid of him.
Right.
Unbelievable.
When I got my new phone, everything got transferred
Transferred
to
over.
my new phone.
Mhm.
So it is what it is. But anyways, so then Lisa reaches out to this woman again. I guess she went into her DMs and found her there, and she reached out to her, and she wanted wanted a little bit more confirmation on her dealings with Daniel. And Lisa said, Lisa actually told the woman that she wants to get married to Daniel. She wants to continue her relationship with him, and she loves him and all this good stuff. Auntie Robin says down in the comments, because Lisa knows the deal. He wants a white American woman. Period. Yeah, and Lisa knows that for sure. Um,
I also think he wants I also think he wants a citizenship, and I also think that he wants a green card. Hmm.
Absolutely. I'm
Right.
fully I fully agree with that, Dustin. I fully
Hmm.
agree that um I, I don't it's not that I don't want to believe that he genuinely wants to be with Lisa. I just don't see him being genuinely attracted to Lisa in that way. Like it's not that it's not possible, it's just that for my eyes, y'all might see it a little bit different, and that is okay. We all have different opinions, but as
Yeah.
for me, I just personally don't think that he's that attracted to Lisa. And then the fact that after the first time they had sex, he wasn't able to finish. I think that might be a telltale sign that he's not all
Mm.
into Lisa like that. And then near the end of the episode, Daniel does agree that he knew the woman and that he's never going to speak to her again, and that Lisa doesn't have anything to worry about. Auntie Robin says down here in the comments, she knows that she is being scammed. Exactly. She definitely knows that. She's hanging in there because she's scamming him too. Exactly.
Exactly. Mhm.
Exactly, Auntie Robin. Auntie Robin always bringing the wisdom to the comment section. I love that. So,
Yeah, we're
um,
always on the same page, Answer Robin. Hmm. Most of the time.
So yeah, I was a little irritated by Lisa really trying to drive home this fact that Daniel was speaking to another woman, when she has all these secrets that she is yet to tell Daniel. So she says that because she's forgiven Daniel, she said that she was going to forgive Daniel for speaking to this other white woman, as she put it, and she's hoping that because she forgave him, that he will forgive her after telling him all of her secrets. So, Dustin, how do you think things are going to go down between Daniel and Lisa when she reveals to him that she's still legally married, that she's been married five times altogether, three times to
Mm.
women and two times to men? How do you think he's going to take that?
He ain't gonna like it. I wouldn't like it either.
Mm-mm.
But if I were you, I wouldn't like it, Jonathan. I bet you wouldn't like it either. Um,
I definitely wouldn't.
I would. I like to be an open book to people. I'm always an open book, as you know that. I don't. I don't try to hide anything. I don't have anything to hide because I am who I am. So, what's either tell me the truth or you don't have me. That's just my opinion. Hmm.
Absolutely, absolutely. Auntie Robin has another comment down here. Why come when I saw them showing the hair braiding, immediately thought that we were going to see Lisa with her hair braiding by the Africans. Yeah, I think I might have missed that, Auntie Robin. But it'll I
That's
don't want to.
next week's episode.
Oh, next week's episode. Oh,
That's the
okay. Yeah.
preview. Hmm.
Yeah, Auntie
So,
Robin, to be truthfully honest, I do not want to see Lisa with any braids in her hair. And, the fact that she doesn't have much of her own hair to begin with, um, I don't want to see that, Auntie Robin. I really don't want to see that. So yeah, we'll see what happens with Lisa and Daniel later on down the line as the season goes on. Let's move
mhm.
on to our final couple, which is Ziad and Emma. So
Oh.
Ziad and Emma, they're going into the desert for Emma's birthday. Now Emma has been saying this entire episode that she's told Ziad plenty of times that she wants to be proposed to on her birthday, and the fact that she kept saying this all episode long, I was like, okay, so there's no way that he's going to propose to her, and I was right, and I was so happy that Ziad didn't propose to Emma because she doesn't
Oh,
deserve it.
I hope he
Um,
doesn't. I hope he does. And I hope he turns around. I hope he turns around and leaves her. I don't like her.
Yeah, I hope
Yeah,
he leaves Emma as well.
right.
And I said this in a previous review, but I also want to speak on it again. All of these
Sure.
seemingly sweet things that Emma says to Ziad all the time. Oh, you're being so romantic. Oh, this is so nice. And oh, are you going to feed me? And all this like babying talk that Emma does with Ziad. It's so cringy for me, and it doesn't seem real, and it doesn't seem authentic. And I hate when she and her voice is already sort of, teenager-y, youngy like already. And so it's just icky for me whenever Emma is talking to this sweet talk to Ziad. It's off-putting for me to
It
hear. But
aggravate it aggravates me to no end, Jonathan, because there's days where I can hardly move, and if the people aggravate me like that because she's in my opinion she's a little bit she's in my opinion she's a little bit lazy. That's just my opinion. She
yeah, I don't
with
I
everybody.
can't stand it. And
Mhm.
then when Emma showed Ziad the heels that she's going to be wearing in the desert, he was like, well, I mean, those shoes aren't going to be too good for walking in the desert. And she's like, I got a chunky heel. Now I do love the phrase chunky heel. So that kind of made me like that kind of made me like Emma just a little bit, because I love when, there's a drag queen on RuPaul's Drag Race season 18 that's going on right now. Her name is Darlene Mitchell, and she
Darlene,
wears,
yep, I watched it.
yes. And
Darlene,
oh, you're watching it, Dustin. I didn't know that.
yep,
And so
I watched it.
she's been wearing chunky heels on the runway. So when Emma said that, it sort of kind of made me laugh just a little bit. And I actually
Yep,
made me like her just a little bit, not too much though. Auntie
yep.
Robin says down in the comments, "Oh, so you're finally on my side about this couple that I have disliked since episode one." Yeah, Auntie Robin, I was a little bit soft on Emma initially because I had hopes that she wouldn't turn out like Stacy and Darcy, but I don't think she's as bad as Stacy and Darcy. I'll put that out there, but she's on the same track as them. She's on along those same lines, and it's really,
Yep.
really annoying for me to see. Um, but anyway, so Ziad and Emma, they eat dinner for Emma's birthday, and Ziad says that he has a surprise for Emma, and Emma's expecting this ring. Now, I don't know if she's genuinely expecting him to propose to her. I do think that she knew for sure that that wasn't going to happen, but for production's sake, I'm sure she's going to push this narrative that she's still thinking that is going to be a
Right.
proposal. And so the surprise is a cake. He has a cake specially made for her, and they start playing the creepy, not creepy, but the disappointing music, I guess what it is. And so on the next day, Emma tells Ziad that she was a little bit disappointed with what she ended up getting for her birthday. And Ziad is like, so the cake wasn't enough for you, the food wasn't enough for you? Oh yeah, by the way, Emma is tired of eating chicken. She's tired of eating this chicken that Ziad keeps on serving to her. Me personally, I have no issue with chicken. I can eat chicken every day for
I
the rest of
love
my life.
chicken. Hmm.
Right,
I love
exactly,
chicken.
Dustin. Everyone loves chicken, but it's something else for Emma to complain about. And so I get
Hmm.
it. I get it. I can play along. So, Emma
I can
tells
eat chicken and cheeseburgers all day long.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And so Ziad says, "Oh, so the birthday cake and the camel ride, all the things that I did for you for your birthday wasn't enough." And she was like, "Well, I was expecting a proposal." And Ziad asked, "Do you think that we're ready to be engaged? Do you think we're at that point to where we're ready to be an engaged couple?" And Emma's like, "Well, yes, I do." And then Ziad says, "Well, there are a couple of things that I don't know that give me pause before I actually want to propose to you." Before we move on, Auntie Robin's got another comment down here saying they served the worst chicken every damn day in this hospital. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad for you, Auntie Robin, because I hate when my food is not up to par, not up to my eating standards. So my thoughts and prayers are with you, Auntie Robin. Auntie Robin also says down here in the comments as well. I have not eaten a meal since I have been since I have been here, January 26th. Well, actually, I got Uber Eats today for the first time because I've been eating apples and yogurt. I love apples and yogurt now. I do love me some apples and yogurt. Apples are my favorite fruit, by the way. I love me
Yeah,
some apple juice as well. Auntie Robin also says
me with you.
I will only eat halal chicken. Okay, all right. I need to look that up. What is halal chicken? I'm not sure. But anyways, and so then Ziad says that there are some things that I need to find out about before I propose to you. So he asked Emma straight up, "What happened around the time that you ghosted me?" And so Emma finally, we didn't have to wait till the end of the season. I'm so glad we didn't have to wait till the end of the season to hear this. Hopefully, it won't be the end of the season that Lisa reveals to Daniel her secrets. But Emma does tell Ziad that uh, she was in a relationship with another man in Morocco. And she went onto a dating site to see if he was talking to other women. And she found Ziad on this dating site. And
Right.
when she ghosted Ziad, she was trying to make things work with her other man that she was dating in Morocco. And uh, she also reveals to Ziad that she was engaged to him. And then when we saw the preview for the rest of the preview wasn't just for the next episode, but it was for the remainder of the
For the
season.
rest
So,
of the season.
right. And
Yeah,
so we see that Emma is going to meet up with her ex from Morocco. And
that's a
I
red flag to me. It's a red flag.
absolutely. And I don't want Ziad to feel as though he's being made to look like a fool on national TV because if she's going to meet up with her ex and try to have a whole love triangle thing going on, I'm not going to like it in the least bit whatsoever. Like, Ziad is my favorite. I keep on saying I have favorites. I have three favorites this season. I have Rick, I have Jovan, and then I have Ziad. They're my three favorites. Beer Khan is up there too, but I just don't want to see Ziad be made to look like a fool on national TV. And I really don't feel as though Emma feels the way that she's expressing to Ziad on the show. I don't really think that she feels that on the inside. I don't think that she really loves him the way that she's expressing it on this show. I think that that's the image that she wants to present to us as the viewers, but I don't know if that's truly genuine. And we'll see what happens when Emma meets up with her ex in Morocco, but I don't know if she's going to tell Ziad that she's doing it. I don't know if he's going to be okay with her doing this. I'm not sure, but Ziad, I love me some Ziad. Y'all, I cannot stop looking at Ziad's lips on this episode. He
Mm-hmm.
has such beautiful lips, y'all. Oh my gosh. But anyways, Dustin, what are your thoughts on Emma and Ziad, and how do you think that Ziad is going to react to this new information that Emma is telling him, finally revealing to him?
I don't think that Z. I hope that Z realizes that things should be better with things should go be easier and be better. You know, I don't think it's gonna work for her because I hope he deserves better in my opinion. Um, there's a lot of these couples that I don't agree with this season so far, as you can tell. But
Right.
I honestly I hope that he deserves better because I can see through it. So as long as I can see through it, that's my opinion. So I don't. I don't really like these some of these couples that they paired up this season. That's my opinion. I apologize about that, but that's how I feel. But
No,
it's
you don't have
okay.
to apologize about your opinion, Dustin. It's your opinion. You have every right to state your opinion. That's why you're on the show.
Yes.
But I will say though, I just want to, throw this out there. There
Mm-hmm.
might be a possibility that Ziad broke up with Emma, and that might be
Right.
the reason why Emma is meeting up with her ex. I don't believe that that is the truth, but that is a possibility, and I'm just putting that out there as if it is the truth, then I can say that I called it on
Yeah,
episode 10.
we can call it. We called it. Me and Jonathan called it. So me and
Right.
Jonathan can see it. We can see it. We can feel it. Um,
Yeah, I
but,
have a feeling that Ziad might break up with Emma, and that might be the reason why she's meeting up with her ex. I'm hoping
right.
that that's the reason because, once again, I don't believe that Emma is truly into Ziad the way that she's expressing it to him on this
Right.
show. I don't believe that whatsoever. I think she wanted to get onto the show. I feel like she got
I think
into a
she got on.
relationship.
I think she got on the show for the money. Hmm.
Oh,
That's
that
that's
and
my
some
opinion.
some can say that about all of the participants on the show. I don't feel that to be true for everyone who's on the show, but
Mhm.
I do
I'm
feel as
just
though
saying
that might
her.
be the
I'm just saying her.
motivation
Yeah.
for some
I'm
of
just
them,
saying.
and Emma could be one of them. But
Right.
yeah, I've just got my fingers crossed that Ziad leaves Emma high and dry. But yeah, that's all we've
Hmm.
got for this review, you guys. Dustin, why don't you share with the good folks, the good viewers, your social media contacts real quick?
My social media contacts are Dustin Butler on Facebook. My Instagram is Dustin Butler 700. Of course, I want to thank my whole entire team for being here, Jonathan and Jennifer, Tyrone, my whole entire team, and I wouldn't be able to get through the stuff I'm going through without my team right by my side. So thank you very much. Hmm.
Thank you
And
so much for being here as well, Dustin.
you're welcome. And me and Tyrone are covering this missing persons case with Savannah Guthridge's mom. So we're going to have some more updates on next week's episode. So everybody, keep her family in prayers because I don't know, man, can't imagine what they're going through. Hmm.
Absolutely. Yeah, Dustin, I did see you on Unveil Vibrations this past Wednesday, discussing the Savannah Guthrie thing as well as the Super Bowl. So I was really happy to see you on that. It was really awesome to see that. You guys can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is JoJo_speaks3020. My Facebook is Jonathan Lee. My email is WilliamJonathanLee@gmail.com. My Cash App is $Jonathan Lee 07. That's $JonathanLee07. We got one more comment from Miss Lady Virgo, and then we're going to get up out of here. Lady Virgo
Yeah,
says, another great show, you guys. Thumbs up. Thank you so much for that, Lady Virgo. And thank you also, Auntie Robin, for being here. Thank you all so much for joining us for this review. Once again, be on the lookout for my reviews on Married to Medicine, Housewives of Potomac reunion tomorrow, as well as RuPaul's Drag Race season 18, episode 7, or no, I think it's 7, episode 7 tomorrow.
7. Hmm.
So be on the lookout for those reviews as well. Lady Virgo has another comment here. Let me pull it up here, and then we'll get out of you guys'
Yeah.
way. Lady
Hmm.
Virgo says also down here in the comments to Auntie Robin, get well and better soon, sis. Absolutely, our prayers are with you, Auntie Robin, all
Yeah.
ways.
All,
Love you guys
all the
for
time.
watching. I'll
Hmm.
see you guys. Oh, and also make sure you join me Thursday night at 8 p.m. for my live Hot Topics and Social Commentary show. I go live every Thursday night at 8 p.m. with my sister Prophetic Fire Reiki, as well as our friend Bianca Edwards. We always have a great time on those Thursday night videos, getting into the
Yeah.
latest happenings and goings on in the world. So please be sure to join us on Thursday night at 8 p.m. for live Hot Topics and Social Commentary. Auntie Robin says down in the
Yeah.
comments, thanks, Lady Virgo. And I'm on the upswing. That's so good to hear, Auntie Robin. So good to hear. So yeah, we'll see you guys on Thursday, and then also next week, same time, same place,
Same place,
same
same beautiful
beautiful
face.
faces for our
Yeah.
review for the 11th episode of 90 Day Fiance before the 90 Day Season 8.
Yeah.
Hope you guys have a
Yeah.
wonderful week. Stay safe out there. Love you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out, you guys.
He said.